Hi there, Coach Latanya here. Welcome back to Elevate Wellness. In today's video, we are going to be doing some stretching. Now, I have to let you know that the end of the video, the my space cut off, so my video was cut off at the end of the video, but I finished the whole workout. So I'm doing this introductory just to kind of let you know, to be aware of that. But we did finish the whole workout. This is a total body stretching workout with a focus on the lower back. In this video, I will be showing you how to do that by doing exercises with you to help you stretch the lower back, but also strengthen those core muscles. I recommend doing this 3 to 4 times a week, especially if you suffer with low back pain. Now, with this or any of my videos, and if you are under any supervision of a physical therapist or a doctor, I recommend that you get the green light from them first before doing my or anyone's workout. Okay. Again, but I also want to show you this as well. So this is something that I see a lot of times in on social media. You'll see things like, grow bigger glutes or a glute workout. Glutes are important because it helps to support the low back. And I want to show you something because I want to make you aware of something. I'm here to bring you truth, not trends, okay? So, one of the things when you're growing your glutes, why that's so important is because it helps to support the back. So, it's not about having a bigger butt, it really is about having a more well-rounded or a fit body, okay? One that helps you sustain and one that helps you to enjoy a quality of life, okay? And so now what I want to show you is you want to draw what is neutral spine when you're standing. I want you to practice doing this when you're brushing your teeth. That's a really good time to do that. I want, when you're standing in the kitchen or standing in line at the grocery store or Costco or anything like that. Anyone can do this, okay? What you want to do is practice neutral spine, okay? So what you're doing is you're going to tilt. It feels like you're tilting the pelvic bone forward. That's drawing that belly button in, okay? And you will know that because the glutes will be tight, okay? This is neutral spine. This is having the core activated. This is having the glutes on, and it's also not having the back tight. When we have this right here, that's a tight back. You see that curve? That's a tight back. So then we want to go back to neutral spine so we alleviate that tightness. We get the length to return. We're turning on that core as well as the glutes. So when we see these videos about growing your glutes, it's not about getting bigger glutes. Yes, that will be a benefit to any muscle you build. You're going to build size, right? But the most important thing is that you are supporting spinal health. You're supporting the posture. You're keeping that core turned on, okay? This is neutral spine. This is keeping the abs, the core engaged, okay? And so this video is going to help you support that posture, all right? So that's why I recommend doing it 3 to 4 times a week. There, welcome back to Elevate Wellness. I am Coach Latanya, and today I want to share a little bit of a back stretch routine that you can do. Now, I want to share this with you because you know that I'm a wellness coach and I've been in this industry for over 20 years. And it would be irresponsible of me to show you exercises or stretches that you can do for your back without showing you ways that you can strengthen and support your back, okay? And so I'm going to show you some stretching exercises for your back, but some strengthening exercises that you can do for your core, okay? Now, when we think about the core, what is that? Your core muscles are these muscles here, basically the trunk, right? This is your core. And so this is where rotation comes in. Oftentimes, I've had people who have a very weak back and they go to pick up laundry and they pull their back, or they sneeze and they pull their back. So it's important to have core strengthening exercises, not just the six-pack building exercises or those abdominal exercises. And so, or the outer abdominal exercises, okay? So we're going to do some core exercises that I recommend starting with. Now, of course, if you are under the care of a physician or a physical therapist, I recommend consulting with them before you do anything with me or anyone else, okay? So make sure you get the green light to go in that area. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we want to make sure that our fingers are open, okay? I like to think about the fingers as more of a tripod. It supports, just like a tripod supports your phone or your camera, right? You want to have those fingers open. I also like to have those toes tucked, so we're working on those toes as well. And you want to make sure that your back is flat. So you see how my back is not caved in, it's straight. You see the back? So what I'm doing also is I'm drawing that belly button in. Okay, so what I'm doing first is I'm going to just gently come back and forth. I'm going to rock forward and back. And this is going to help to loosen up or gently unwind, gently open up those back muscles, especially after a long day, a long weekend perhaps, a lot of standing, a lot of walking. You can do this anytime you need. It's great for strengthening the back, all right? So we're going to go here for about 4 more. Now I want you to be mindful of your pace, because a lot of times we can be so frantic in our movement that we're not getting the benefit of the movement, okay? I say a lot of times that movement is so important, but where you are will dictate the type of movement. And if you are a client of mine, you know that every day could be different based on where you are, what's going on. That movement, that day dictates the type of movement that we do. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to shift over. So I'm going to the side and then back, okay? To the side and back, and then over to the other side and back. So I'm also tucking the chin in toward the chest. So I'm getting a little bit lower in the back as well. And again, this helps to loosen up the back muscles, especially if they're really, really tight, and get into a deeper stretch. Now, I believe that stretching should be addressed like an onion. You know how an onion has so many layers to it? I like to really unpeel those muscles layer by layer so that we can get to the core of that body or the core of that onion. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this leg forward. Okay? I still have my knees apart, but this leg forward. And actually, let me do this side. So I'm going to take this knee forward. Okay? So you can see that knee. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to shift to the side, okay? Shift to the side, and I'm getting right by that low back, all right? Shifting to the side and hold on there. And then I'm going to come up, and I'm going to do the other side. So watch me. I'm going to bring this knee up, and then I'm turning. You see how I'm turning? You don't worry about how far, or don't try to compare my turn. You want to turn in a way that works for you today. Okay, so I'm turning to the side and getting access to that back, opening up even through here, and just getting that length. Okay, and then I'm going to come back here again. Going to lift that leg, that knee forward, and I'm coming into a nice little turn. I'm almost pushing away from this hand to get a turn, opening up those muscles. And then one more time, I'm going to draw this knee forward, okay? Again, you're keeping that belly button pulled in. And I'm going to go here, okay? Opening up the back. Okay, wonderful. Now, what we're going to do, you want to make sure that your toes remain tucked, your back remains flat. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to push back. So I want you to take your chin toward the chest and then push back. Now you may start to feel that right along that low back. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come down into a plank and lower the chest. Okay, this is a great way to strengthen the upper body, the core. Okay, so your toes remain tucked. Peel those elbows or those shoulders away from the ears, and your hands are right at chest level. You're going to press the body here back into a plank and then push back into worship. Okay, you're pressing those palms into the mat. You can rest the forehead onto the mat as well. And we're going to take a few deep breaths here. So in through the nose and out through the mouth, opening up the chest as we press those palms into the mat Let's do that breath again. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to go ahead and bring it up to all fours. And then let's go ahead and lower the hips and lower the chest. Beautiful. We're going to peel those shoulders away from the ears one more time. Keep those toes tucked. And we press up and we push back into worship. Beautiful. Again, we're opening up the chest, opening up the back. Nice, nice work. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to go into the lats a little bit. These are the lats here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the thumbs up, pinkies down, and we're just kind of shifting gently side to side. We're opening up the chest here as well. So opening up the chest as we're stretching those lats. Focus on your breath here again, feeling that stretch, enjoying that stretch. Beautiful, beautiful. And we come up. Nice. I can feel that. I don't know if you can feel that. Okay, so now we're going to go into the glutes a little bit here. Okay, so the reason why is because you want to have, a lot of times if the back is not working properly or it's weak, the glutes can suffer too. So we want to get in there and get those glutes as well. Now, if you're tight, you've been working, you've been moving, you may even feel like I'm hearing popping. I'm hearing my back release right now just from that. So we can lean a little bit, get into that stretch. Feels so good. And just kind of shift back and forth. Take your time as you're opening up and getting into lengthening that muscle, okay? Now with the palms, very important. You want to press into those palms as you slide that knee back and slip that other knee forward, okay? You're using your strength even in the stretching. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, get into that stretch, getting to those glutes, opening up those muscles. Very good. Awesome. All right, now from here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to have a seat. All right, so we're going to have a seat and we're going to extend those feet. Okay, so we're extending the legs. I want you to try to pull those toes back towards you, okay, if possible. Now, here's a test. If you feel this way, if you feel that this is really difficult to maintain, chances are your back is really tight. So if you can imagine my shirt, right, being pulled on something, it's pulling me back. That is what a tight back looks like. Okay, that's the posture, meaning that your core is not able to really pull you forward, and your back is so tight that it's pulling you back. Okay, so we want to correct that. Okay, and one of the things you want to do is you want to strengthen or stretch the back, but strengthen the core. Okay, so let's pull those toes back towards you. I like to slip those fingers or those hands underneath the knees. Keep your gaze forward, shoulders down, and then you lean forward, getting into the back. Now, when you're stretching like this and your back is really tight, you don't want to jerk the move, okay? You can go forward and back this way. I like to do this sometimes, especially during the colder months when it's really cold outside. It can make the muscles really tight. If you're not getting enough water in, your muscles can be tight. Hydration is key. Even in the winter months, we need to remain hydrated, okay? So going forward, and then from there, you can kind of play around with the move, with the stretch. You can take it forward and back. And you may or may not start to feel that you're getting more length along the back. Okay? Very good. Now, we are going to go into another stretch here. All right, so we're going to take the knee in toward the back. You want to make sure that your back is flat against the mat as we alternate, and then we go to the other side. Very good. And then we do the other side one more time. And once more. All right, now we're going to do some core exercises, okay? The purpose of this is to make sure that you're able to maintain posture, okay? So what we're doing is you want to have your arms down by your side. We're going to start with the heel slides. So before we start with the heel slides, let's make sure that we are checked in. So the back is up against the mat. You may feel like your pelvic bone is kind of tilted forward. You want that neutral spine, okay? And you want to have the belly button pulled in. So what we're going to do is an exercise for first to kind of activate that muscle, okay? So your knees together, feet together. We have neutral spine. And what you want to do is you want to pull that belly button in and hold tight, 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 tight for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Okay? You may feel that tightening in the abs. You may feel burning. You may feel that muscle activate. That's what you want. You want to have that core on. That is like a girdle that Creator has given us. Okay? So we're going to extend that leg out, maintaining neutral spine, and then pull back, and then extend to the other side, maintaining neutral spine, and we slide back. So we're going to do this about 8 times. And 7, maintaining neutral spine, and 6, for 5, take your time with it, and 4, and 3, and 2, and time. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to go ahead, we're going to come back here to stretch the back. So we're giving time, because if your back is really weak, it's going to take a little bit of time to build up the strength in order to have that type of stamina where you can do, 3 or 4 sets in a workout. But you can come back to this video time and time again to strengthen your core and to stretch the back. Okay, so let's do that again with the heel slides. Okay, let's go back to neutral spine. Okay, and you're drawing in, arms down by your side. You're going to slide that heel out. Again, we're going to go for 8 reps. Okay, 8 times. You want to take your time, and you know that your core is activated when you're able to breathe. You're not holding your breath. You're not holding your shoulders up by your ears. You're really getting a good activation in that core. Let's do 3 more. And 2 more. Good. And let's go for 1 more. And time. All right. Very nice. So you feel the activation of the core during the heel slides. Very important. Now, I want to do 1 more with you. Okay, so these are bugs. Some people call them dead bugs, but I just don't like I don't like that term. So I'm going to call them bugs, okay? So we're here. And what you're doing is you're maintaining neutral spine, and you're here. Okay? You want to go as far as you can go without that back popping up. Now, if your back is really weak, that may be here. And that's okay. Because again, you can come back to this video time after time. Now, after you've done this for a while, you'll notice the strength coming in. Okay? And you're able to get further. All right? And then we're going to take a break. And as we take this break, we're stretching again. So you see, we do a workout, we do an exercise, and then we go into a stretch. We do another exercise, and we go into a stretch. That is how you would strengthen the core and stretch the back without straining the back. And this is important because as we do floor work, we're going to be doing floor work this year. We're going to be using weights this year. I want to make sure that you feel confident in doing ab exercises without straining your back. And I can tell you this, having a strong back has nothing to do with your age or your stage. It really is about the strengthening of that muscle, okay? I work with 80-year-olds. I worked with 70, 60-year-olds. And it really is about the strength, not the age, okay? So let's go ahead and do that 1 more time with the bugs. I want you to maintain neutral spine. We're here. And I want you to go and do what you can do, okay? Now I'm going to just come here because I want to show you what it looks like as you grow, as you get stronger. You're able to maintain you're able to get lower, 3 and 2, and time. Relax, and we're going to strengthen or lengthen again. Pulling the knee into the chest. We're going to go ahead and pull both knees into the chest now, opening up that back. And then I want to do one more exercise with you. And this one is pretty fun. Okay, so we're going to do some roll-ups. Okay, with the roll-ups, I want to make sure that that core is activated. So before we do the roll-up, we're going to do a roll-up warm-up. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm rocking to the side and I'm maintaining it. So you see my shoulder is off the ground. You see the bum is off the ground. I'm using my core to balance. So it's like a boat, okay? So we're going to the side, other side, maintaining that core, okay? I think that's pretty fun. What about you? Okay, so now that we've accomplished that, we see what it feels like. What we're going to do is you can grab right above the knee or right in front of the knee or behind the legs here if that's more convenient for you or comfortable. Keep the shoulders down and you're going to rock up and you're going to try to hold it, okay? Now in the beginning you'll be wiggling and wiggling and wiggling, but what you want to do is you're pulling that belly button in and find that balance, and we're going to hold it, and you're going to not fall back. You're going to vertebrae by vertebrae come here and back up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, we come down and back up. Okay, vertebrae by vertebrae, we come down and back up. Okay, so let's go for 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1 more. Very good. Okay, so now I want to go back here again where we take the chin toward the chest and stretching out the back again. So you see, we did a lot of stretching, but we did a little bit of strengthening. And as your muscles get stronger, you're able to do those strengthening exercises a little bit longer, a little bit more, and over time you'll see that you've gotten, you may even feel less back pain. You may experience more stamina when you're standing or when you're walking, less hip pain. All of those can be, if you're a subscriber here, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe with us here and hit that notification bell so the next time I upload a video like this, you will be among the first to be notified. When you hit that button, be sure to hit all so that you don't miss a video. All right, I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and until next time, live beautiful.